Namaste everyone. Today we are going to talk about Sutra number 15. Sadhana-pāda, Sutra number 15. That is Parinama-tāpa sanskara Dukkhar gunavritti virodhascha dukkhameva sarva vivekinaha. In this sutra, Rishi talks about how this whole samsara and everything is painful. It sounds so depressing, but in this sutra, it's greatly explained how it cannot be depressing. So let's have a brief introduction to this sutra. पतंजलि योग सूत्र के चैप्टर नंबर 2 में और 15वें श्लोक में ऋषि पतंजलि ने बहुत अच्छे से ये एक्सप्लेन किया है कि पूरा संसार किस तरह दुखमय है। ये दिखने में या सुनने में बहुत ही डिप्रेसिंग लगता है, बट ये है नहीं अगर हम इस सूत्र को सही अर्थ में समझे। So everything is painful means what? That parinama tapa sanskara, जो भी सारा हम कुछ भी करते हैं, whatever action or karmas or whatever we do is painful, and how it is painful, let's understand that first. Everything we do before doing that thing or before doing any action, we have that anticipation, or if we are doing any pleasurable event or activities, we have anticipation to do that things. Once we are in that participation, we always have fear of losing that joy or pleasure. And once that event is over, we always have that misery to remember all those pleasure. In the memory of that event, even brings pain and misery. So ultimately, everything is painful. That before is anticipation, during is the fear of losing, and after is the memory of that pleasure. But here Rishi explains that neither the object of pleasure nor the cause of pain is misery. But once we understand that everything is change and change is constant, we start detaching ourselves from everything. And संस्कार ताप, ये संस्कारों का जो ताप है, मीन्स जो भी हमने impressions जमा किए हैं. Example, if we have the impressions or the memories of those painful events, that creates impressions. यानी संस्कार हम बना लेते हैं, दुख के संस्कार. दुख होने का ही, दुखी होने का एक स्वभाव भी बना लेते हैं. So those impressions are reason to create many more such impressions or many more such actions. So it's a vicious cycle. We always keep creating impressions. So parinama tapa sanskaram dukh and gunavritti. Gunavritti. So in the further sutra, Rishi explains more about gunas and how these three guna, sattva, rajas, and tamas, they keep us dancing all the time because they are not constant. They keep on changing. And each guna is having different qualities. but how they are complementary also to each other. If we take example of fire and water, or air and fire. So if we want to generate any fire, we need hinge or slight air element. But if it exceeds, if जो बढ़ जाता है, अगर हवा बढ़ जाती है, तो वही फायर को बुझाने के लिए भी काफी होती है. So just like that, everything is complementary and everything is opposite also. So once we understand this guna vritti, so wise or the vivek is what? The sarv dukkha meva sarva vivekinaha. So the wise person will definitely understand that everything is painful. But to become miserable or not, that is always a choice. If we say that free will and destiny, so always we should see that whatever has happened was destiny, and whatever will happen or whatever we want to make it, that is free will. Then the mind starts calming down. But we always have nurtured ourselves like that. We see future as a destiny and we stop making any efforts. But whatever has happened, we can do anything over it. So that was destiny. But what we want to do it now, whether we want to miserable or not, हमें दुखी होना है या नहीं, अगर यह विवेक हम में आ जाए, तो हम बहुत सारी चीजों से अपने आप को बचा सकते हैं. जो संताप, ताप जो है, दुख का ताप, उससे हम अपने आप को काफी हद तक बचा सकते हैं. Wise person will always see the situations or the life is any event, whether it is pleasurable or not, whether it is family, friendship, love, whatever is painful. But wise person will always think that this everything is painful or misery, but I am not miserable because I have this discrimination, so that I will not attach myself so much into it. So when I see the clear picture that everything is painful, then that will not give me any more pain. And that's the viveka. एक ज्ञानी व्यक्ति को दिखता है कि जीवन में जो भी घटनाएं हैं, वस्तु है, व्यक्ति है, वो सारी चीजें दुख का कारण है. और जब यह ज्ञान प्राप्त हो जाता है, तो व्यक्ति दुखी नहीं होता. जब नहीं पता चलता, तब दुखी होता है. So Viveka brings the detachment or that knowledge that everything is painful. But when I have this knowledge, I cannot be miserable. When I don't know these things, then only I become miserable or the life becomes painful. Otherwise, life is so beautiful when you have this Viveka, when you have this knowledge. Namaste.